ASB Classic Auckland Roundup. Alexandra Eala continues hot 2026 start, reaches third career semifinal. Alexandra Eala secured her place in the ASB Classic semifinals in Auckland after defeating 5th seed Magda Lynette comfortably, 6-3, 6-2. The 20-year-old Filipino will face Sinew Wong, who advanced after her opponent, British player Francesca Jones, retired. The young Filipino is starting the season in the best way, with her third consecutive victory. Along the way, she had defeated Croatia's Dana Vekic, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, and Petra Marcinko, 6-0, 6-2, before reaching the quarterfinals. This was her first appearance at this stage of a WTA 250 tournament since her run at Eastbourne in June 2025, where she reached the final. This time, Eala achieved her third straight win, reaching the semifinals for just the third time in her career, something she had previously accomplished at the Miami Open and on the grass courts of Eastbourne. Already early in the 2026 season, Eala is making headlines again with another straight sets triumph. Eala dominates experienced Lynette in straight sets. Eala faced a challenging match against world number 52 Lynette, a former conqueror of Venus Williams, in the first round, while Eala herself is ranked number 53. Both were among the favorites entering the tournament, and the match began with cross breaks as both struggled with their service games. However, it didn't take long for Eala to secure her second break, moving ahead 4-2, then holding serve to close the first set 6-3. The Filipino won 57% of her service points and 50% of return points, converting 2 of 4 break opportunities to take the set. In the second set, things quickly tilted in Eala's favor. She seized early opportunities and earned 2 consecutive breaks, winning tight service games to lead 4-0. With a comfortable advantage, Lynette tried to stage a comeback and recovered 1 break, but inconsistency at the end allowed Eala to close the match with 6 consecutive points, winning 6-3, 6-2 and advancing to the semifinals of a WTA event for just the third time in her career. "It feels so good, thank you everybody for being here," the 20-year-old said in her on-court interview. "Obviously Magda, being such an experienced player, I've had difficulties playing against her before. So I'm happy that I'm seeing my level increase and improve," Eala added. Sinew Wong advances as Francesca Jones retires in tight second set. Eala's next opponent was decided while her match was ongoing, Sinew Wong vs. British player Francesca Jones. The 24-year-old Chinese player quickly took control of the match, building a double-break lead in the first set. With the score at 5-2 and Jones serving to stay in the set, Jones recovered 1 break, narrowing the gap, but Wong held strong to take the set 6-4. The second set was tighter, with breaks and opportunities for both players. Wong overcame a critical moment at 1-2, 0-40, saving herself from falling behind. She managed to hold her serve, saving 9 break points throughout the set. However, an injury forced Jones to retire in the latter part of the set while attempting to recover, giving Wong the win at 6-4, 4-3. The 24-year-old player will face Alexandra Eala in the semifinals this Friday for a place in the final. ASB Classic Auckland Roundup. Alexandra Eala continues hot 2026 start, reaches third career semifinal. This is the time of year when tennis fans around the world peak north to Auckland, New Zealand, a gateway to the new season, where early sparks often signal wildfire to come. And at the 2026 ASB Classic, one flame burning brightest is 20-year-old Alexandra Eala, the Filipina rising star whose journey this week has been equal parts poise, power and promise. 1. A season signature already taking shape. For many players, January tournaments are about shaking off rust and finding rhythm. But for Alex Eala, Auckland has been a confident swagger, the kind that tells you she's not just here to participate, she's here to contest. Early in the 2026 season, she has already put together a string of wins that marks her as one of the most intriguing figures on the WTA Tour. Her run to the semifinals at the ASB Classic is more than just another result. It's her third career semifinal on the WTA Tour, underscoring steady progression and growing consistency at the highest level. 2. How the Auckland Odyssey unfolded. Round of 32, battling through the first test. Eala's Auckland campaign didn't begin with headlines, it began with grit. Facing Donna Vekic in the first round, Alex found herself a set down. But what looked like simply a test turned into a statement. She wrestled back control to win 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, laying the foundation for what would become an impressive week. That comeback not only signaled her physical readiness but also a maturity in mindset, the belief to stay with a player of Vekic's caliber and turn the match around. Round of 16. A one-sided showcase. Confidence breeds confidence, and Eala carried that into her second match against Petra Marcinko. She produced one of the most decisive wins of her Auckland journey, dominating the Croatian 6-0, 6-2. This wasn't just about winning, it was about asserting authority. Alex dictated play from the baseline, mixed aggression with precision, and capitalized on key moments to keep her momentum rolling into the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals. Redemption against Lynette. The quarterfinal clash was more than a match, it was closure. Magda Lynette, a savvy tour veteran and fifth seed, had been a roadblock in Alex's career before. In their two previous meetings, Lynette had prevailed. This time, however, Alex flipped the script in straight sets, 6-3, 6-2. From the outset, Eala took control. She used aggressive court positioning and sharp angles to keep Lynette off balance. Her returns were especially effective, converting multiple break points. Despite gusty winds and tricky conditions, she showed a composed temperament rare for someone still early in her career. By the time the match was over, it wasn't just a scoreline, it was a personal breakthrough. She had not only beaten Lynette for the first time in 3 meetings, but done so with authority and growing self-belief. 3. What sets Eala's run apart? It's not simply a semi-final berth, it's why it matters. Glowing star hot start, hotter form. 3 straight victories, including over established opponents, have shot Eala into the spotlight early in 2026. Her performance in Auckland feels different from a typical season opener. It's not tentative, it's assertive. She's earning confidence with every match. Globe showing Europe-Africa growth through experience. Her quarterfinal performance showed growth not just in technique, but in strategic understanding. Where early losses in her career sometimes came via impatience or inconsistency, she now displays heavy checkmark tactical awareness, heavy checkmark timing adjustments, heavy checkmark controlled aggression, heavy checkmark improved shot selection under pressure. These aren't small gains, they're the markers of a player transitioning from potential to true tour competitor. Brain mental maturity. Ask players about the toughest part of tennis, and many will say it's the mental game. Eala's ability to elevate her level in key moments, especially against a seasoned opponent like Lynette, speaks to a maturity often reserved for more experienced competitors.